I was born in Western Canada, and I grew up in a place called Manitoba, which means place of spirits. And I really believe that. I think it was properly, named because it's a very nice place to experience things. And I think it's much alive, as opposed to some of the things that were going on with, our brothers in the South and the U.S. It always seems that, something always looked better, somewhere else. Being in Canada and being, going through the treatment, as they call it, the ill treatment.
Down by the bayou, there ain't much that you can do, but rattle away that ghost inside. Just make sure you stay alive. That man in black walking ahead, holding that stick that's dripped in red, says you dare not look away, 'cause the ghost inside, it wants to play.
The experience that Indian people went through in Manitoba was pretty harsh because it was kind of like your southern Jim Crow type of thing. And people were just, like they like to use, other people's instances of their experiences, to kind of, project their own type of thing. But, when I say that, it's not an exaggeration. It's very real. It's very real, denial, of what is yours and everything else. That's why, I had a certain attitude when they came up. I had not a mean streak, but a certain vigilance, what was correct, what was unjust.
You're in the shadow now, wiping the sweat from your brow. They say it's easier to forget the pain. They know it's harder to ignore the rain. Sinking slowly in the muddy sand, stretching hard for just a strand. They say that man is but a grain that walks along a path that's stained.
I remember my grandmother, she would talk about different things, and she would go to Shake Tent, when she was a little girl. So she would tell me about that, there were certain laws, of course, being kind to, animals and things like that, and, just, the way you carried yourself and everything, It's just like people used herbs, for things, and they would pray for the herb too, you know what I mean? And not just use it, as some people just boil it up and just drink it. And there's no consciousness with it, you know what I mean? There's no real, connection in that. So they wonder why they don't get well, you know what I mean? It's not working now, because I'm not talking to, because it's alive,
That man, he grins and watch you sink. You hold your breath, but you won't blink. The only thing you hold on to, that stare that dares to see you through. Down by the bayou, they call, they laugh, they tug at you. They say you're weak, they say you're blue. They say the moon's got a hold on you.
Like they say in the Bible, it says, be aware of who you entertain, because some of it entertain angels unaware, So I believe that. I believe there's some peculiar type of folk walking around the earth, you know what I mean? In the ghettos and places and reservations, wherever, wherever the people are, wherever they need help.
You crawl your way out to a rock. You bleed, you scream your body in shock. But what they knew that you now know, what they gave you that you now sow. The earth, the skin, the blood within, the air, the glow, the shadows below. They move in circles, in quarks, in quantum. They live only because we thought them.